so I did something. Um, that's a statement in which, whenever I say to my friends and family, they get a little bit worried. Whenever I was a child, I used to say this a lot, and then they realized I probably did something that they went out to like clean up, or they may not like. Um, one of which is I used to wrap stationery in regular printer paper and use masking tape and regular tape when I couldn't use regular tape. And then I would wrap them and put them underneath the tree because I was too young to like get them anything unless like someone else got it for me. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is something that I think that they would really like because they use it all the time. So like as an example, that is a so I did something that my family, when they hears it, they go, right, 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 right. What did you do? Now I'm doing it for you, and you might be like, Cheyenne, I have seen the title of this video. You just made a secret project update. What are you doing? What are you doing here? So I did something. I did something. I don't think you hold that, so I did something. I decided I was going to finish it as fast as I can. And I also knew that it was probably going to be under 100K because I already did revisions. And every single time I got really any criticism on my essays in university, it was always I need to add more detail. So with those two things, remember we restarted at 10K, I was aware that I was probably not going to reach 100K. And I'd be like, okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I may have finished it. I may have finished the first draft. And by when I say I may, I mean I did. Day 83, I finished it. Um, and it is currently 1 a.m. and I'm still making videos saying I finished it. Because listen, I need this external validation that I'm giving myself, which I guess is internal, but like it's me sharing it. That like, oh my gosh, I did it. And every single post in which I say I finished it, for the first time, I believe, I say, so I did something, so it's only fair to do it here. Um, Now that I wasted 3 minutes, I kid, now that's 3 minutes in. Let's get on to this video. Hello, my name is Cheyenne. I am doing a secret project. Why is it called that? Well, because 83 days ago, 84 now, because it's after midnight. 84 days ago, I decided I was going to do a writing project. It was going to be fantasy, and it was going to be adult, and I was going to write a book, a debut. No, no. Um, and I decided that, and I didn't know what to call it, and I didn't know if I was going to be successful in my original goal. Right, so the secret project entirely was can I finish this project that should be around 100K? Um, can I finish it before the end of the year, December 31st of 2025? Now, I feel like you didn't reach 100K. Okay, but I deleted 100K from the very beginning. I also did revisions in which some days I went down. That does not mean that I didn't write anymore. It's just the amount I deleted did not overcome how much I wrote. Right? So technically I would say I did write over or around over 100K. It's just not in the document. Um, and along with that, the rule I had is it has to be in the document or those words do not count. So all the notes that I made, all the world building and stuff like that I made out to the document does not count in the 100K for the goal. Now, that is the secret project. I finished it. And you know what? I get to say that. I get to say that because it's an accomplishment to finish the full draft. Some might say it's technically not the full draft because I did revisions on it, but that is besides the point because I did have the plot. Shh, 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 shh. Anyways, let's get into it. I have 2 days to share with you. So this is gonna be day 82 and 83. Um, and then at the very end, I'm gonna share with you the name in which I decided to actually name the story of, no, to at least name this book of the story because there's gonna be multiple books in them. You know what? There's gonna be multiple books in them. It's gonna be a series, and I'm gonna say this very confidently, um, because that's what it is. I finished my full draft of my debut novel that is adult fantasy, and it's going to be a series. Um, I do not know how many books is going to be in it because again, it is fantasy, and I don't know. Let's get into it. Day 82. Okay. Keep in mind, I made the active decision that I was going to be finishing it by either the 7th or the 8th of December. It is the writing. So I finished at day 82 at 85,394, and I wrote 1,701 words. I also remembered, this is a bad time to remember it, but I'm going to do it here anyways. I post every day on TikTok and Instagram regarding this, and now I'm going to take a break, not posting just with my secret, it's not that anymore, but with writing because I have been advised that it should be a little bit before you return to it. And I'm excited to do other projects. That night, I decided I'm finishing this book. I don't care. I'm finishing it. And I decided even if it took me doing an all-nighter, I would finish it. That is important to remember what happened on day 83. The first update that I made on this for day 83, I made a video at 2 a.m. saying that and I showed that I got to 86,214 volts. And if you're like, you usually do the days, why are we breaking it down? Because this is the last day, so I want to break it down. So 86,000 at 2 a.m. You might be like, oh my gosh, you should go to sleep. No, I wrote till 4 a.m. But I didn't write that much more. I did write some, obviously. But I got very distracted and I was very sleepy and I kept on not getting, like, I couldn't concentrate, right, anymore. It was 4 a.m. So I tapped out at 4:06, I believe, specifically, at 87,609 words. Now, obviously, I decided I ain't done. I go to sleep. I wake up at noon. You can't judge. I went to sleep at 4:30 after like that's the time that I actually fell asleep. Um because I had to post videos stuff like that anyways, right? So, woke up at noon. As you know, then I ate and stuff like that. But then did errands and I actually can't judge me. I then write for probably about an hour and then I'm like, okay, let me get back, like, let me make another video because I don't like to do videos to be like, I'm doing it again. Like, I want, when I do say I'm doing it again, to at least show some difference in the word count. Because it makes me feel better that I'm making another video and not sharing the same information. I will say, I believe I did that one time because I legitimately forgot. Um, and I didn't look. But I think that's pretty good for the amount of videos that I made on this topic. Okay, so I started back up and then I made a third post about this at 5:40 p.m. I wrote I got to 90,414 words. Why am I laughing? Because it is a to say that I was at 90,000. Okay, I just looked. I have 138 posts in my TikTok bookmarks for all the secret project videos. So I think having two that accidentally was the same for the most part, I think that's pretty good. Getting back to this. Yeah, I 440 no 5:40 p.m. reached 90,414 volts. Amazing. But I knew I had still like two or three more scenes. And I kept on saying that, two or three more scenes. And I know people started to be like, you keep on saying that, but you have to hear me out. I know that those scenes are there, but I have to get them to that scene. I and then other scenes are popping up to get them to that point, right? Um, I didn't get distracted. I didn't get distracted. At 10:13 p.m., I finished at 93,741 words. 41 words. Why does that say something different? I messed up. I messed up. And that's okay. We can admit when we are wrong. Um, I finished at 93,755 words, according to the wonderful document that it's in. Anyways, that means for day 83, I wrote 8,361. Now, here's the thing when it comes to the page count. So it dramatically increased because I was not formatting things as I have been told I should format them, especially for editing, which is having it in double space and having a line between each paragraph. I was not doing that. I'm going to be for realsies. This took me a long time to do, putting a line in between each paragraph. Who would have thought it? That's okay. That took so much time that by the time that I put it in double spaced and did the extra line, it was almost midnight, but not yet. But I was also filming as I did it. Well, specifically as like the computer put it in double spaced. So the video of the formatting being done didn't come out until after midnight today, day 84. But it was done in day 83. The secret project, which is no longer the secret project, title in which I believe I'm going to hopefully publish this book is called. No, the title in which I hope to publish this book is The Pontifex. Could you tell I was a classics greatly, technically history, but especially specialized in ancient history. Can you tell that? Can you tell? I feel like you might be able to, but that is okay. Okay, so there we have it. I finished it. The name is no longer the secret project, and instead it is the Pontifex. And further on. Yeah, okay. Next project, we're gonna do a deep dive of Akhmetari. Fun. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.